Have you ever wondered why some businesses, despite having all the resources, still fail? Tonight, we dive into stories of ambition, risk, and heartbreak, real lessons that no MBA textbook can teach. Stay with me, because by the end, you'll see failure not as an end, but as a roadmap to success. Every business starts with a dream. Bright lights, big ideas, endless potential. But behind every success story lies a trail of failures, some hidden, some catastrophic. Many entrepreneurs invest their life savings, their time, and their hopes into ventures that collapse in months, leaving them questioning every choice they made. Imagine pouring your soul into a project only to watch it crumble because of something beyond your control. The heartbreak is not just financial, it's deeply personal, shaking the very core of confidence. And yet, in every story of failure, there is a lesson. It starts with recognizing the warning signs before they become disasters. Poor planning, overconfidence, or ignoring customer feedback, these tiny cracks often lead to a collapse too massive to repair. Understanding them is crucial, because the difference between giving up and bouncing back could be one small insight, one moment of clarity, or one choice to act differently next time. Take the story of a tech startup that promised to revolutionize home automation. Investors were eager, the market was booming, yet within 2 years, it vanished. How? Misreading demand, ignoring early customer complaints, and underestimating competition. The founders had brilliance, but brilliance alone can't save a business without adaptability. Their mistake was not thinking long-term, not building resilience. Failure leaves scars. But it also leaves knowledge. The lesson is clear: data, research, and active listening are the lifelines of any enterprise. One overlooked trend or unheeded warning can lead to devastating losses. And those who survive learn to turn each misstep into a compass pointing toward smarter decisions in the future. Sometimes, the reason for failure isn't a bad idea, it's timing. A product ahead of its time may excite visionaries but confuse the market. Entrepreneurs pour money, energy, and passion into something the world isn't ready to accept. The pain of rejection is amplified by the belief that your vision is flawless, yet the world's reality proves otherwise. But timing can also teach patience. Those who fail early often emerge stronger when they try again, armed with insight into the market's readiness. Recognizing when to push forward and when to wait can transform a disastrous venture into a future success story. Business failure is less a verdict than a lesson in strategy, patience, and awareness. Financial mismanagement is one of the most common silent killers of businesses. A promising company can drown not because of a bad product, but because cash flow was mishandled, debts piled up, or critical expenses were ignored. Many entrepreneurs don't anticipate that running a business is as much about numbers as it is about ideas. One wrong calculation can ripple into months of struggle. Yet, every dollar lost is a lesson in discipline. Tracking spending, forecasting accurately, and making tough decisions becomes second nature after a collapse. Those who learn from financial mistakes not only survive but build enterprises with stronger foundations, where every step is measured, calculated, and smarter than before. Human factors, trust, delegation, leadership, often determine the fate of a business. Many ventures fail not because the concept was flawed, but because teams fell apart, egos clashed, or leaders refused to adapt. Miscommunication, poor management, and lack of mentorship can silently destroy even the most promising project. But failure teaches empathy and resilience. Entrepreneurs who experience these losses often emerge with better leadership skills, stronger teams, and the wisdom to surround themselves with people who complement their weaknesses. The most painful collapses often produce the most valuable lessons in relationships and human capital. Sometimes, failure is public, humiliating, and crushing to pride. Social media magnifies business missteps, exposing them to global audiences. A misjudged marketing campaign, a controversial decision, or a failed launch can make headlines and haunt the entrepreneur for years. The emotional toll is heavy, leaving self-doubt and fear of trying again. Yet, these public failures cultivate resilience and courage. Facing humiliation forces one to grow thicker skin, think critically, and rebuild with humility. Every story of public downfall carries a silent truth. Those who recover use shame as a ladder, climbing higher with renewed focus and purpose. Innovation can be a double-edged sword. Introducing a product no one has seen before is thrilling but risky. Many brilliant inventions fail to gain traction simply because the world isn't ready, or the marketing misses the mark. The heartbreak of seeing something you believed could change lives go unnoticed is profound. But these failures teach creativity and problem-solving. Learning why something didn't work often sparks ideas for the next attempt, creating an edge no initial success could provide. Innovation paired with reflection becomes unstoppable, transforming mistakes into stepping stones for extraordinary achievements. Competition is merciless. A business might fail not because it was bad, but because a competitor was smarter, faster, or better connected. Losing to someone else is a bitter pill, especially after years of sweat and sacrifice. Pride can make the defeat feel personal, but the truth is, the market is indifferent. The lesson? Constant vigilance, adaptability, and humility. Observing competitors' strategies, learning from their successes, and embracing flexibility can turn an apparent loss into long-term advantage. Those who internalize this principle rarely fail twice for the same reason. Many entrepreneurs fail because they ignore the emotional toll of their journey. Stress, burnout, and isolation can cloud judgment and weaken resilience. Mental and emotional health is as critical as financial planning. The path to failure is often paved with exhaustion and self-doubt, which silently sabotage even the best strategies. The survivors learn to prioritize balance, seeking mentorship, delegating responsibilities, and building support systems. Emotional awareness becomes a secret weapon, ensuring that when challenges arise, they are met with clarity rather than panic. In the end, failure is not a lesson in what you lose, but in how you grow. Business failure is never final, it's a chapter, not the book. Every misstep, every loss, and every disappointment carries lessons invisible to the untrained eye. Those who embrace failure discover strategies, resilience, insight, and emotional strength that money cannot buy. Success, when it finally arrives, tastes sweeter because of the pain endured along the way. So, remember this, failure is not shame, it's education. The tears, the sleepless nights, the doubts, they are preparing you for something greater. If you felt the sting of a setback or watched your dreams crumble, don't turn away. Learn, grow, and rise. And if you want more stories, lessons, and strategies that will keep you one step ahead, hit that subscribe button, because your next big breakthrough could be just a video away.